parts. If you want to go over here, you see better. Okay.
Put it on,
we have here tevel, and here we have demai. The words in the Gemara tevel, both of these words are abbreviations. Tevel stands for the word tov lo. This is no good. Tov lo, you cannot eat this. This is tevel. This was pulled from Arthur Jacobs' backyard, right? From the thing. So we know clearly. There you go, Kevin here. We know clearly that this was not taken. Nothing, not mice, not truma was taken from here. It was pulled directly. Actually, I bought it from Arthur. I paid him for it, so it's mine now. It's mine. So I got a good bargain.
I'll take another bundle.
Tov lo means tov, good. Lo, it's not. This is not good. You're not allowed to eat this. This is tevel. You are not allowed to eat this.
Lo I get. What's the tov?
Tov means good. No good. No good.
It's like a Polish.
Low tov. So, but
it sounds better than that.
But it doesn't. In the Gemara, they didn't say it's latev. They said tevel. It's an abbreviation of two words. Tov, low. It's not. This is not good. You cannot eat this until you mitaken it. This is the mai. The mai is an abbreviation. Also two words. The mai. This what? What is this? The mai. We don't know. This is a suffix. Did someone take mais and truma from it? Maybe yes, maybe no. We don't know. There's a difference between this and this lamaisa. Since this is tevel, when we take mais from here, we're going to make a bracha.
Truth is, those aren't even demai, right?
But you don't know. The mai. You don't know what it is. But this is, we're going to make a bracha when we take mais and truma from here. And here, since it's damai, we don't know what it is. It's a suffix bracha. Suffix bracha is lahakil. We'll still take mais and truma, but we won't make a bracha when we take from this. Now, what I'd like to do is, I'm just going to use the regular siddur. Most people use the standard siddur. The last page is the one from the Chazish. I'll use this. And what I'm going to do is I like to do it 3 times. I'm going to do on this separately. I'm going to do it on this separately, and I'm going to show you the short way. Because I want to show you the long way and the short way. But it's all very simple. Now, the most important thing, a person should understand what we're doing when we take off mais and truma. There are 2 things you have to accomplish. There are 2 things, that's why there are 2 brachas. 2 things you have to, in order to eat vegetables or fruits or anything, there are 2 things that have to be done. One is you have to take off the mais and truma. The mais and truma has to be taken off. But that's not enough. The second thing you have to do is the Maaser Sheni, you have to pode it onto a coin. These are 2 separate acts. That's why a person should understand in order to fix the fruits or vegetables, 2 actions have to be done. One is to mafresh mais and truma. The second is to pode your Maaser Sheni. Because once you have the Maaser Sheni, you can't eat it in Yerushalayim. You're only allowed to eat in Yerushalayim if you're tar and there is a base of Mikdash. Unfortunately, we are not tar and we don't have a base of Mikdash. So we can't eat it. So we have to redeem. We have to take the kedusha off the Maaser Sheni onto a coin. The coin we have is in here. I'm using a 5 shekel coin. A 5 shekel coin is good for at least 100 times, because a pruta is less than 5 agurot. So in here there's at least 100 prutos. So we'll put it in here.
There's no more 5 agoros. It's discontinued.
It doesn't make difference, but it pruta the value. So in this 5 shekel coin, I have over 100 prutos. So I put it in here.
That might be a valid point.
Nothing special to the regular 5 shekel coin. The 5 shekel coin. The reason I'm not using a bigger shekel, why don't I use a 10 shekel coin? Simply because I'd rather keep the money. I don't want to lock away 5 shekel. I won't be able to use this 5 shekel now for 3 years. I won't be able to use this 5 shekel for 3 years now.
That's not true.
Unless I want to. If I'm really stuck for money, I can open it up. I can pose it onto a 10 agurak. And so this is locked up for emergency only. For instance, if I'm really stuck and I need the money, I would be able to open this up. I can pose the Maaser onto a 10 agurak coin, and then I can finally use this as emergency money. But chances are I'm going to hopefully leave it in here
Save it for a rainy day.
Now each time I'm going to take Maaser, what I try to do is I put a little line knowing how many times. That way I know when I get up to 100. Once I get to 100, then I have to pose it. Okay, so we're going to start with the tevel.
How do you do that?
What does he do when he comes in?
That we'll discuss later.
Something else?
Well, you take another coin and there's a string you say and you transfer onto a low coin. Okay, let's talk about tevel. This came from the tree directly. Okay, this is an Isser Deraisa. Someone eats this now, he b'chayiv Maaser de Shemai. That's how, for someone who would eat one of these bananas now, he b'chayiv Maaser de Shemai, because it's tevel. Maaser de Shemai. Why not tevel?
Today the Rabbanan.
Okay, that's right. Correct. Today it's the Rabbanan. Right? Everything, all Maaser and Truma is the Rabbanan. So it's Maaser de Shemai the Rabbanan. I mean, it's not a Misa. You can go over Issa the Rabbanan. Okay. So as I said, we have to do 2 things. One is we have to separate the Maaser and Truma. And the second thing we have to do is we have to hodja the Maisheni onto a coin. Okay, so two things we have to do. So the first thing we do is we have to figure out the actual thing we're going to actually be doing is taking more than 1%. So figure out how many bananas are in here.
Count the bananas.
Count how many bananas are in here, approximately. Actually count them, count them. You count them, because this is Telagoma, we have a few living here. How many living we have in this year? 2? 3. So maybe we'll keep finding 3 bananas for you guys. We'll give you Maaser Rishon.
Well, the fact that there isn't a 5 agorot coin is not valid.
Does make difference. Does make difference.
It's based on the weight of silver.
A gram of silver costs 5 agorot.
6, 9,
Arthur, you couldn't bring more bananas. This is all you could afford to give us.
Around 20, 35. We mean 20.
15.
Okay. We'll pick one banana. We'll take one banana. One banana is clearly more than 1%. Correct? There's less than 100 bananas here. So if less than 100 bananas, one banana is clearly more.
It's okay to take clearly
35.
more?
Okay, let's assume it's okay.
35, right?
Okay. So 35. We'll pick one banana. Now, what you're going to do when you get the one we're going to take away for the Terumah and the Terumah Maaser is going to go in the garbage. So pick the worst banana that's edible that you don't really want to eat. Meaning one that you'll eat. It's edible, but it's the worst one because you're going to throw in the garbage anyway. Why throw away the best one? Throw away the worst one. So you think this is the worst one? Okay, so right now we're not doing anything. We're just putting this banana in a bag. We have done nothing. All we did is separated 1+% and put it in a bag. That's all we did. We did not separate mice or anything. We didn't do anything yet. We did nothing except put a banana in a bag, separate it. We're preparing for it. Okay?
Do you have to do that before? Or could you make a bracha and then do it?
You can make a bracha and then do it, but it's better to have it prepared. You can make the bracha and then do it. But right now we didn't do anything. What do you say is about the 9% of 35? Maaser Rishon, what's 9% of 35?
10% would be 3.
3. Okay.
9% is...
Okay, so we'll say 3. Okay. Okay. Here we have our bananas. Okay, now the first thing I said, the first step is to take Maaser. First thing we're going to do is take off Maaser Terumah. I'm going to make a bracha equal answer main because it's Tevel. This is only on this, I'm doing this later. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu Machlom asher kedishonu b'tzav v'tzivonu la'afrish terumos u'maasros. Yoter me'echo mea sheish kan hari terumah gedola b'tzad tzfono. Oto echo me'mea sheish kan v'o teisha chalok in k'mosu b'tzad tzfono shel peiros hari Maaser Rishon. V'oto echo me'mea shasiti Maaser Rishon asui Terumah Maaser. Maaser Sheni bedromo. Maaser Sheni is here in the door. Okay, I finished step 1. Step 1 is finished. All I did now, I just did is I made, this is my Terumah Gedola, which I said was in the north. My Terumah Maaser is in the south. This now is my Terumah and Terumah Maaser. No one's allowed to eat it, only Kohen if he's Torah. So this will not get eaten. This will have to dispose in a covered way. We'll double wrap it. So what we do is, what?
Out of bananas.
No, not can revive. Okay. Now, you still can't eat it because I only did the first step. I separated the Terumah and the Terumah Maaser. I still have Maaser Sheni here in the south. Here is Maaser Sheni, but you can't eat Maaser Sheni, only does base of Mikdash. So now I want to redeem it onto the coin. And actually by doing this, I'll actually make a Pruta Chamura because this is Tevel and it's Vadai. 3 bananas is definitely worth more than 5 agorot. So now I'm going to do the second part. I make the bracha. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu Machlom asher kedishonu b'tzav v'tzivonu al pidyon Maaser Sheni.
Amen.
Maaser Sheni b'romo u'mechulo hu v'chomsho al pruta b'be'er she'echati l'chul Maaser Sheni v'ravai v'im tzorach Maaser Oni yeh Maaser Oni v'dromo im hu ravai yeh mechulo hu v'chomsho al pruta b'be'er she'echati l'chul Maaser Sheni v'ravai. Finished. Now really I didn't have to say all that because I just read the nusach. It's always better to read nusach, but we know it's not Maaser Oni. We know there's no ravai here, but it's always better to say this thing. Now this was the long version. This was the long way to do this. Now technically speaking, here is your Maaser Rishon. We'll give it to a Levi.
Hold up your banana. Hold up your banana.
No.
Hold up your
Maaser
banana.
Rishon goes to the Levi. By Tevel Gom, it's good to give to a Levi.
Technically,
And if you didn't have a Levi around?
If you didn't have a Levi, you could set it. I can find a Levi. Give it to a Levi. This is by Tevel. We tried to find the Levi.
You don't throw it out?
I'm most right. Some
You don't
people
throw it
have
out?
to. What?
You can eat it? You don't throw
eat
it
it.
out?
No, everyone agrees you can eat it. On the my portion, Mike said we're not going to give the Levi anything because it's a suffix. And most of the first you can't even prove that you're chayiv it.
making this anyway.
Technically,
need
you've
one.
been able to make both brachas at the same time, one after another, and then said,
Yeah, you could have probably, but I'm showing this show.
And non-Levi
It says I
keep that?
can't.
A non-Levi can't. If 2 years would like to give it to you as a present, you can give it to you as a present. if you like.
Before you gave it
I
to him,
agree.
you could have given it straight to me?
No, since it's Tevel, I have to give it to a Levi. I have to give it to a Levi.
you could have.
And this is the Maaser
I give it to him, I can keep it because really, Menadin, I don't have to really give it to a Levi because you prove that you're a Levi. Maaser Rishon has to go to Levi. Now, you show me your Yichus, that you're Levi, then I'll give it to you. So I really don't have to give Levi, but
But you can't eat it if you don't give it to a lady.
no, I can. I can eat it.
He's a
I can
Kohen.
eat it. Yes, I can eat it.
No, even Yisrael.
Oh, anybody
Yisrael
can eat
eat it.
I can eat this. I can eat this.
I could have eaten it?
No,
You can eat it also.
Yisrael can eat it too. It's Maaser Rishon. Maaser Rishon is mutter.
Anyone can eat this.
So why give it a Levi then?
Because there's a
You're
mitzvah
supposed to
giving
give it to a
Maaser
Levi.
Rishon to a Levi. So he's a Levi. I assume he's a
It's not
Levi.
because you took off 10%, one from Maaser, one from, and then 9%
Okay.
from Maaser.
This is now. I'm going to do the same thing here. This is the Mai. This is Kilu. You went to the shuk and bought it. Okay. This is. By the way, everyone can help themselves. They can have a banana if they want. Make it as a broth.
Use this because use the knife.
Just be careful. with
Well,
it.
this was Maaser Rishon.
That was Maaser Rishon. What you're holding now is Maaser Rishon.
That was, why was it such a big
How old
banana?
were you getting the license?
The Maaser Rishon is technically 10% of all the produce. 10% minus 10%, meaning the Levi gets 10%, and then the Levi has to give 10% of what he got to the Kohen called Trumas Maaser. So technically speaking, 10%
No,
really
there were 25 bananas. There were 30 bananas.
30 bananas. So 10% is 3. Technically you give 3,
Just cut 'em,
and then
leave
you
'em
have
on
to
the
give to the
table. People will
Kohen
take.
a third of a banana, which is in here.
Of those three.
Of those 3, which is in here.
Well,
this
it
is
wasn't of these three, but
This will end up being disposed of
Wait a
in
minute,
the
wasn't-
in the
it wasn't-
garbage.
we didn't
like
give
this.
of these three.
What?
You took off a fourth banana. You took off a fourth banana, right? You didn't give of these three.
What?
We didn't give of these three.
No, I
You
took
took
it
off
off
a
before I
fourth-
gave it to you. I took off your 10% before I even gave it to you. I mean, I separated my Rishon,
Is it good?
which is 10%,
Technically,
and I didn't give you your
Is it good?
You should have really given it back to the Kohen,
Huh?
but I took it off for you. That's the best. You never give to a lady something that's also to eat.
Everybody give a banana.
Meaning, the lady gets 10%, but before I gave you 10%, I took off 1% already for the Kohen.
No, 89.
Okay, now let's
Technically, we should have given it.
no.
Take off 10%.
Maisa, knowing you're not supposed to give a lady something that's also to eat. I took off
Even in
everything.
the base time of the Mesa Mikdash, it
No,
wasn't.
no. Time the base of Mikdash, the time base Mikdash, yeah, you give to the lady, and the lady would give it to the Kohen.
Really, this should have been, you're talking about 9%.
9%.
This, the Truma, the
Chaim, is it good? Good banana?
Maisa is 9%.
Better than the Chiquita banana?
It's 10%.
not minus 1%.
Minus 1%. I took off the Shumas Meiser.
No, it's 10% of 99.
Go, Baruch. How many bananas
Yeah.
can you eat?
That's minus 1%. No.
Yes.
No.
See, eat all of these.
Technically speaking, the lady gets 10%.
Right.
Now, the
Put it on the
lady
internet.
has to give
You win the
her 10%.
banana. You win the
What I
banana
did
eating
is
competition.
I took off your 10% before I gave it to you. What I did is I took
Sausage.
off yours
Sausage.
and I gave you 9%.
That's what I brought you for, so you could eat bananas.
Okay. Now let's talk practical. This is not unless you.
Chaim, you
unless
enjoying
you're
all those
with a
bananas?
Big, backyard with a lot of fruits. It's not that practical.
Chaim, you enjoying all the
You
bananas?
go to a shuk anywhere in Israel.
We can eat this now.
You eat it. Yeah.
Don't cut
Okay.
Don't cut anymore.
You go to a shuk in Israel. You also can tell them to these
Take
are
'em home.
different types of bananas. You go to a shuk in Israel. It's called demai. Because it's a suffix. Because chances are most stuff comes through Tenuva, and Tenuva takes off Trumas and Maaser for most everything. So anything you buy from any shuk is demai.
What do you mean?
With the only something you have to worry about is
What
like
if you
fruit.
What if you buy from the
It's
Arabs?
orla. The orla is something we're not discussing now. We discussed orla. By fruit, you have to make sure it's not orla. Orla you can't fix. If you're buying a little tangerine in the shuk in Haifa, I don't suggest you do it because who knows, maybe it's orla. And orla you cannot fix.
The fruit doesn't come.
I'm saying a small tangerine. You can have
Tree
it.
doesn't produce the fruit.
Okay, I don't know. Maybe they moved it. Okay.
Why would you be able to
So,
take it more?
I'm going to now do.
These have been grown not by Arthur, but by an Arab.
Okay, Bart, come here. I need help. We're going to do now the version that is the most common version. We're going to do the long way and then the short way. Again, the long way is going to be, we need to take more than 1% of the tomatoes here. How many tomatoes do you think we have here? About 50, less than 50, right? Okay, so 1 tomato. We're going to look for the worst tomato. Look for the worst tomato. Here's one that's broken. Okay? We're going to look for the worst tomato, but it has to be edible. It has to be edible, but we're going to look for the worst tomato. So we're going to put one here, and at the same time, we have here 10 bananas. What's 1% of 10 bananas? 10 bananas. So give me a knife. We have the knife.
Okay.
We're going to, a lot of knives here, okay? We'll take off. This is definitely more than a tenth, okay? And we're going to put it here. So far, again, we have done nothing. All we did is take off 1+% from here, 1 plus 1% from here.
Can you just give the skin, or you have to give them the edible?
I don't know, give 10%, 10% of one point. Yeah, you can't just give skin. Has to be human.
Not animal edible.
No. You have to give the fruit. But you don't have to peel the taste inside out. You give 1% plus of whatever's there. Okay, now I'm going to do the long version. So far, again, I did nothing.
That's all. There's no separating 10% here because it's...
No need to here. Okay, because this is all a suffix. What I'm going to do, I did nothing. I separate here. Again, this is the north. That direction is north. That is south. It's very important to know because I'm going to say north-south. I'm going to point north-south.
He's getting it right this time.
I'm pointing that. Truth of the matter, you don't have to point when you do this. I'm just pointing. I'm going to do it the way you would do it at home. You wouldn't point. All you do is take 1% plus from here, a little bit more 1% here. You put it in a bag, and you just simply say. You don't do anything. That's all you do is you say. If everyone wants to consider, you say Yotem Echamesh Yesh Kan Arehu Truma Gadola B'Tzad Tzono. Oto Chemesh Yesh Kan V'Otesh Chlokim Kamos B'Tzad Tzono Shal Peiros Hari Maaser Rishon. Oto Echamesh Yetiti Maaser Rishon Osoi Trumas Maaser. Mikol Min Almino. U'Maaser Sheni B'Droma Al Kol Min Amino. U'Meful Chom Shal Al Pruta Ma'Besh Yechati Al Kol Maaser Sheni Revai. Im Tzorach Maaser Oni B'Dromo B'Kol Min Almino. And that's it, I finished. In this way, what I did is I did it at the same time. I have to do each piece at the same time. I just had to say it once and say I'll call Mino.
Is a pode on a coin?
What? I said I put the name on the coin. So now I put line number 2, I did it twice. Now that was the long way, by the way. It took me to take off my truma, it took me a whole minute. I don't even think that long. Now, this is the long way of the minute. Now, the short way of doing it is very simple. Let's say you don't have the sitter. Let's say you don't have the sitter and you don't have the ability to mafresh, the sitter to read the whole thing. You simply say, I'm taking off Maaser and Truma like I'm supposed to, and I'm mechalel Maaser Sheni. What? What? Yeah.
And sit back at the...
He thinks it's...
What?
He thinks it's...
Maaser Rishon.
It's okay.
Okay.
Maaser Rishon.
You want to go get the rubber? You want to get rid of the picture? I just want to hold on a second. Let's watch a second. If you don't have a
cherry
sitter,
tomato
you
also.
simply say a one-liner. You take off 1% from each item, get 1 plus 1.1%. You simply say, Kol hafroshas v'chomayis hashem v'rai yecholuk moshktu benusach shruti kedas. End the story. Basically, what you simply say, if you don't have a sitter, you simply say, I'm taking off Maaser and Truma, and I'm doing the chilul Maaser Sheni, like I'm supposed to, kedas. That's it, one-liner, and you're finished. That's all you have to do, and now everyone can eat everything. Now very important. So this, which is the Terumah and the Truma Gedola, gets put into one bag, then gets put into another bag, so it has to be double wrapped. One bag has to be not clear, and then this gets disposed in the garbage. And that's it. Those are gone.
What about the strawberry?
You could do this. Who brought this? Now, why don't you do it? Would you like to do it? Okay, so I'll do it. What? I didn't have in mind the strawberries. Do you want to do it? Just to make sure. Okay, I'm gonna do the strawberries the short way.
Made in Israel. It's made in Israel.
Again.
Made in Israel by Arabs.
Okay, I'll just do it again. I said it quickly. I'm going to do it again.
Last time you heard of an Arab name? River.
Where were they? I don't know.
The Moshav Tzofi.
I told him he should got whipped cream.
Moshav Tzofi.
Or powdered sugar.
In the inauguration speech.
Where?
You go to the guy on the highway that's sitting there with the table inside the highway.
I'm so proud.
It's a supper.
All right.
Unless it was from an Arab.
The only time you ever take a bracha is if you know for sure